You ready? Should we give him the spiel?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, why are we already recording?
And we're back. Joseph, how you doing? You're listening to KAOP, Accents on Purpose, AM 1045. My name is Danny.
I'm Joseph.
And this is Accents on Purpose, a weekly radio show where we cover all the ins and outs of the music scene of Seattle, Pacific Northwest, and beyond.
Much like a belly button. Moves around.
I don't know what that means. Those are just a bunch of words that Joseph happened to string together into a sentence. Joseph, you learned that last track that I played?
Oh man, it was a ripper.
I got that off of the record, which I picked up in Olympia at Racing Records over the weekend. It's a good record. Let's talk about it.
There's a really good music show like Roxas George at the City in Olympia. I'm not gonna go. There's another band.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure you have a space to bring up the
Yeah, well look it up. Look it up. People got phones. Danny, how you doing?
I'm fine. I enjoyed being in Olympia. I've been to Music Fest.
Did you go to that show?
Did I go to the show that I don't even know what you're talking about? No, I didn't go to the show.
Why are you being so hostile?
I don't think I am.
I disagree.
Let's leave it up to viewers. Who do you think's being hostile? Joseph or Danny? Emails at accentspurpose.podcast@gmail.com. And take a scientific poll.
Wait, you're talking about the Zine Fest?
It's really weird. I love trading. I love trading with people. I have no problem trading with people that seem sick. But there was a guy who I saw him. He was going up to every single table. He looked like a sad dad.
Jesus Christ. You are being hostile.
And he came up to my table and he said, I accidentally
Chapbook?
chapbook.
Oh.
Chapbook, it means like, it's like a small.
Oh, okay.
So like not like a book, but just something like inexpensive chapbook.
Okay.
Not crazy. I was window.
Jesus Christ.
And so he.
Gary's giving you the thumbs down right now.
No, he's doing it. You were hanging upside down.
I've been watching the 89 Batman.
Anywho, yeah, he handed it to me and I flipped it for a second and it was just like really I did. I don't care. It's garbage.
It kind of seems like you care a little bit.
I mean, I don't care that if he got mad at me.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways,
Made him look like shit in front of his son.
you know what? It's not the first time that's going to happen, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last time. But yeah, I missed out because he said to me I accidentally made a chapbook, and he handed it to me, and it would have been great if I would have said, "Yeah, did you accidentally make that kid?"
Oof. Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I'm being.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. All right. This
that.
does not bode well for our guests, which I'm about to introduce. But good luck talking to Danny tonight.
Were they both mistakes?
No, well, maybe. Either that or they. I'm not going to say that. Well, so we do have guests. You've probably heard them laughing, which is great. Great energy, guys.
They laugh all around town.
Yep, they laugh all around town.
There's that skipping jester, and then there's the two laughers.
Yeah.
All around Capitol Hill, they just go around laughing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a walking killing joke T-shirt.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He held the door open for me the other day. He's a nice jester.
Oh, isn't she a woman?
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
he was making a
gesture joke.
Oh, a gesture.
Yeah, it's a pun. Jesus Christ. All right, so today's guest.
You know Raven, the skipping gesture, asked to be friends with me on Facebook, and it's really weird because I don't know how she knows me.
I was gonna say by your profile picture, but it's just that old man.
No, that's me.
Jesus.
In the future.
Is that your Dorian Gray picture? Is that what that is?
It's something like that.
Okay. All right, let's fucking introduce the
guest.
guest.
Should we just redo that whole intro?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Nah, let's go.
Okay.
That's fun.
Our guests today are two of the 4 gentlemen from Merso. Say your names and what you play in the band.
My name is Tristan, and I play guitar.
I'm Taylor, or Bone, some call me, and I play guitar.
It's actually T-Bone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Taylor, who plays guitar, is honestly commonly known as T-Bone, the Bone, Bone Saw.
Bobo.
Bobo,
Yeah,
yes. On bad days.
Sometimes Bloodbone back in the day. I
Long
believe
time
the
ago.
words is like Bloodbone.
Ooh, Merso.
Bonesaw.
Yeah, Bone Saw occasionally.
Can I call you Marrow?
If you want.
How long?
It's a great same business line.
How long would you say you had this nickname?
Since you gave it to me.
Yeah,
That's what you're getting
when
to, I get
when you
it.
were 19. Yeah.
Is that a conflict of interest?
I think so, yeah.
That's
for
why I
sure.
asked him on this show.
There's a lot of conflicts.
We got to
there,
deal
yeah.
with this.
It's on
Conflict.
purpose.
That'd be a good podcast. Conflicts of interest.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You just like conflict right now. That's why.
You might say I'm interested in the conflict.
There's plenty of that already on the radio.
So now, you know, I used to live on 14th and Denny, and for a while my washing machine was broke, and so I had to go to the laundromat, and it was called Lather Daddy.
Absolutely, yes.
Have you ever been to the laundromat Lather Daddy?
I've been by.
You've been by? You've
I've
ever
seen.
gone inside?
I don't do laundry, so.
Have you ever
I don't do my own.
formerly gone by the name Leather Daddy?
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
what a
were
quickie dink.
we were called Leather Daddy.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Ooh. You know,
we all had our own reason.
we
for it.
got everybody.
You all
had
came
their
up
own-
with you all came up with the name independently.
Yes.
And it was like everyone say what's your name of our band? 1, 2, 3, Leather Daddy. Jinx.
It's the one. We bought each other sodas. Yeah, it was great.
I don't know. Leather Daddies are just like super badass figures. I always just kind of thought of it as this really strange dichotomy between like being hyper masculine and also sexual. Some of the other bandmates quickly latched on to the fact that it was kind of an ongoing Arrested Development joke
Yes.
at the time.
Oh yeah.
That's what I enjoyed about it. you
What's
know?
weird is what is it Arrested Development joke? Like I mean,
For
I mean, you
sure.
know what I mean? Like there's so many things that I don't even think of.
As far as the Leather Daddy thing goes, I do always think of when he's listening to that tape and you can hear the music in the headphones and he's singing, "It's a new daddy in town. It's a disciplined daddy. Gonna something to do." I love that song.
Did you guys ever cover that?
No.
Oh.
We tried covers, but they never were panned out. So.
How long did you
all
operate
too
under
silly.
the name Leather Daddy?
I think we were operating for about a year and a half under that name.
It's almost 2 years.
Maybe
yeah, it was
2 years.
most of our existence.
And you released a record, self-released, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a 12-inch called The Plague House.
We did a tour on that, and then we also recorded our EP under that name, but then released it under Merso.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, the Bernie Sanders EP.
Yes.
Yeah, the Bernie Sanders 2016.
Wait, hold on, get a why'd you change the name?
I think it was just time to take things a little bit more seriously. I mean, frankly, none of us are a part of the Leather Daddy community, and it's something that we
Were
really-
Leather Daddy showing up to your shows and being like, "This is bullshit"?
I wish.
No, that was actually something that was really strange. We never had really any conflicts. We received a couple Facebook messages from people that were outside of the community that had asked us about it. Outside, I mean, I don't know. That wasn't really a concern of ours as much as it was a personal decision, I would say, to change the name because we none of us are Leather Daddies, and it seemed at the time rather disrespectful to us.
Do you think when you get older and get into leather, you'll change the name back?
Oh yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah,
I'm just
I mean,
saving up.
Do
It's
you
so
own
expensive.
anything leather? Like, do you own any leather pants,
I
leather
have
jacket?
I have 3 belts. Yes.
Oh, belts. I didn't even think
I only
about
have
that.
one.
My wallet's made of cork, so yeah.
I'm wearing.
Mine's made of bicycle tubes.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Those are good.
Who inspired you to get that wallet?
You know, the one good thing about being
Gandhi.
friends with Joseph, the only thing that's come positive from this relationship
Welcome back to an episode of Conflict of Interest.
Gary,
Gary-
it's a really great... Oh, God, we should see if they'll sponsor this.
Yeah,
We
that'd be
need some
sweet.
sponsors. We need some real sponsors.
We need.
So
Yeah.
what are these?
Armani?
It says AG on them. They're made out of bicycle tubes. Do you know what they are?
No, accidents on Gurpus.
On
Anyways,
Gherkins.
yeah, we need to get some sponsors.
Okay, let's get some sponsors. All right, so now you're Merso. All right, MERSO. Merso.
Is it-
Merso what? Why should I
damn
care?
it. I was just about to say at your first show, did anyone yell out Merso what?
Merso what? Why should I care?
No.
I'm never going to do that at a show, but just know I'm thinking it.
You will.
If anyone's
yourself.
listening to this and you do
To
this
Danny.
at one of their shows, we'll give you $1. PayPal.
If you come to one of our shows, I'll give you $1.
Yeah, just in general,
We're a pay-to-play band. So.
So then you released an EP under the name Merso, the Bernie Sanders 2016. 2 songs.
Right.
2 songs. You did a tape.
That's right.
And a download that one would say was digital.
It was,
Mostly.
yeah. I mean, it was. You could get the lossless or the MP3.
Yeah, that's great. Good for our listeners to know. And you were doing it to support specifically Bernie Sanders? Did profits go to that? Are you guys a non-profit band?
Yeah, we raised. I don't know. It was
So far.
I think we raised originally $300, $400, and then we raised an additional $200 after the tape released.
Nice.
Did he ever bring you up in a speech?
Did you ask for it back when he didn't win the nomination?
No, we were contacted at one point by Eddie Vedder's publicist or something like that
pretty
to
strange.
to possibly play one of his rallies at CenturyLink.
And then they listened to us.
Whoa.
Then they heard us and they invited Taco Cat instead.
Yes.
So- Makes sense.
Up next! They're not called the Leather Daddies anymore! I don't know why they changed the names. If your kids don't feel you have to change your names, just be who you want to be, except don't be a billionaire!
That was a sound clip from Bernie Sanders. Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's looking for work now, so.
What is he doing?
He's a senator!
Yeah.
He's still a senator!
Yeah, he's not a
They don't
successful.
like- they
In
don't
other
take-
words, he's not a successful man.
He
They
had like
don't
4 or
take
5
that
months
away from
off.
He's
It's
never
great.
accomplished
Do not
anything.
take that away from you.
Was he still doing that while he was running then? I don't really
Yeah, I mean they're all like Marco Rubio is still a senator, Ted Cruz
Yeah.
is still a senator. Yeah, they
Okay.
they sometimes fly home for a vote. Sometimes they don't.
That's not big of a
Rubio got in a lot of trouble because he didn't fly home for any votes or fly back to DC for any votes.
Oh, yeah.
But we said we were going to talk about politics on this.
Yeah, right. But we agreed.
Joseph's for Trump.
Yeah, that's true. If by for Trump you mean voting for him, yes, absolutely.
Supporting.
All right, so
Financially.
after that EP, you had a big thing happen. What happened, guys? Did you guys get signed to Good to Die Records?
I was around the same time, I think, right?
Really?
Yeah, we had already had that kind of in.
Did
It was
you
in
actually
motion.
sign anything, or is it just a handshake deal,
No, we
or is it
signed.
just an email deal?
Yes, right. No, for sure.
We signed. We signed paperwork, including an NDA. So we.
It was like
can't
a
really-
Facebook.
No,
like,
yeah.
It was like a Facebook, like, I agree, do not agree thing. At the bottom.
Did you get that taken to a notary
was a
public?
Twitter
Because
poll.
Gary is a notary public.
That's true.
That's
Yep.
actually where most of the money
He
for
was
the station
born one.
comes from.
Really?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Do you have to take a class for that? I've heard.
You have to get certified, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do they?
I'm thinking about it. So.
Does everybody get the same stamp, or is it like?
I think you can personalize your stamps, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
So how did the Good to Die Records thing come about? For those listeners
Yeah.
who don't know, Good to Die is an awesome local label.
Sandwriter, Monogamy Party.
Yeah. Is Gaytheist on it as well?
Gaytheist.
Constant
Yeah.
Lovers.
Constant
My
Lovers.
personal.
Oh yeah, that's a
Absolute
great
favorites.
dick cover. That's a great the Constant Lover record.
Yeah.
That's where the guy's standing naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I can't
fantastic.
tell if you're making
No,
it.
I think it's great.
I
I've
really
seen
like
it.
that
No,
record.
because the record comes with a sticker over his cock.
Yeah.
And at the store, I always peeled that off and then covered up the face with it.
Yeah.
You put it on the wall. Yeah, no, 'cause
That's so much smarter.
there's so
I love that.
few records with dicks on the cover, and like there's tits
sure.
all over the place. Fucking let's
sure.
have a dick.
Absolutely, I agree.
There's tits all over the place. Let's have a dick.
Yep.
Fucking let's
Words to
have a
live by.
Word-
yeah.
What? If you're in a band,
Pro
your,
dick.
your next record cover should be one of the members with their penis out.
All right.
All right.
Merso, you sign this.
We're gonna bulk up. Don't worry.
Wait, how does that affect your penis?
Hey, don't ask. It's their problem. All right, so you're signed to Good to Die Records. How did this come about? We didn't even get there. How'd you meet Nick? His name is Nick.
Yeah,
Yes,
Nick
yeah.
Christopherson. He's the owner.
Won't come on the show.
He's
That's
the best,
true.
though.
He's asked. He helped set this up, but he won't come on the show.
What's so far away?
Yeah.
Ballard.
Yeah, he's in the annex zone. Yeah, I don't know. So what happened? I think that we got an email at one point, and everybody got really nervous because he was like showing up to one of our shows, and it was at Vermilion, and
but recently you told me the story about
this
somebody
great,
had given.
This is great because this reminds me of like a movie about the Beatles. Where, like you guys are about to play, and it's like someone from the record company's in back. Don't fuck up.
You don't fuck up.
It was actually it wasn't I mean, I don't know how much I should disclose, but I remember playing Vermilion and seeing him pop in for about like half a song, and then I looked up for the rest of the set and he had just vanished, and I was just like super pissed at everybody afterwards, and I was like, you guys fucking blew it. Like, you guys totally fucking blew it.
I think he was just getting angles, you know, shots.
No, I think he really did leave, but then he came back to the next show and stayed, and then he talked to us afterwards and said that he really enjoyed it.
Man, if I owned a successful record label, I would just go to every show for 2 minutes and
that would be the funniest
and just like
thing.
flip out a notebook, write something down, and leave.
But I would do this the entire time, like
I got 8 shows to go tonight.
I guess the listeners couldn't see my miming of looking disappointed, so
I saw
that's what I did.
It's good for me.
We actually had 2 separate people like have premonitions of us signing to Good to Die, which was also interesting.
Yeah.
I forget who the first person was, but Andy, the guy who runs Glory Kid Records.
Oh yeah.
I remember at one point emailed us and said that would be a good fit for our band.
I totally remember that. Yeah, for sure.
So long before we ever met Nick, people were talking about us on that label.
Which was strange. Was it Adam or something that first gave our record to Nick?
No. It was one of, well, too bad our drummer's not here. It was one of his coworkers at Silver Platters.
That's right. The guy who runs Seattle Passive Aggressive, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. James.
Oh,
is that his name?
Yeah. They've been on.
Oh really?
They've been on.
Oh, baby. I've been watching a lot. I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld, so I've just been doing a lot of Kramer, like, oh baby, yeah, like that, like with the hands and stuff.
The episode with the folks from Passive Aggressive was the most band names mentioned during an episode.
Yeah,
that's basically all it was.
Especially the end of it, we were just like, who should we be listening to?
Yeah.
And it was like 10 minutes of just mentioning good bands.
I think I saw you at a show once and it was naming all the bands. No, it wasn't that show, and then naming all the bands of another show.
It's like free A&R.
Yeah.
For local record labels.
For sure, it's great. Yeah.
Joseph and I would be great A&R people. If you own a label, just hire us.
What does A&R stand for?
Artist and repertoire.
Yeah.
You're artist, I'm repertoire.
Repertoire.
Oh, I got sick. So when you signed to Good to Die, did you already have a record released, or was he just like, I want to put out a full length for you guys? You have 2 EPs.
I think we had already gone into pre-production for our first, well, I guess the one that's coming out.
We got our demos done, yeah.
Storyboard.
So,
yeah. Well, pre-production, we actually recorded the whole record in a basement, and then we sent it along after Nick asked us for it.
Yeah.
And
then edited a lot.
Yeah. It was an interesting experience because we kind of we didn't want to send him everything at first, and then we sent him like 1 or 2 things that we thought he would really like. This is just, I don't know why I'm being so honest, but
sure. Why would you lie?
Let's drag it out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I put something in your beer.
It's twisted. Yeah.
What's that sodium pentothal?
The CIA thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we just kept on sending him more songs from the record, and he liked all of it, and we were just like, oh my god, he likes all of it. That's incredible. Because I don't think we even like all of it.
No, for sure. We started sending him other bands, and he liked those. Our whole collection.
I think this is a big business song. It's like,
here's us tuning.
I love it though.
Yeah, here's us tuning.
Yeah.
I went to Guitar Center and I was testing out a pedal, and I happened to record it on my phone. Here you go.
Throw singing.
So he was into it. It was like love at first listen. You guys love each other. And then, you guys ended up recording it for a while, I feel like, over the summer at Bear Creek. Is that right?
Yeah, that was the summer of 2015.
We were there for a total...
Whoa, that was last summer?
Yeah, last summer. Last August.
I thought it was this summer.
Nah,
dude.
What
the fuck have you guys been doing?
Mixing, mastering.
Damn, you recorded that a year ago? Are you fucking tired of that record and now you're releasing it?
No, we love that record. We can't.
Well, if they say they're tired of it, that means they gotta write new songs, so they don't want to say they're tired of it.
Hey.
I mean, this record has probably been like almost a 2.5 year long project. We put a lot of work into it. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where you embark on something with a very like conceptual mindset, and I feel like we kind of got, and not to compare myself to Frank Ocean or any of those other like great conceptual
John
artists
Lennon,
of our time.
Paul McCartney, you're a lot like Bob Dylan.
I'm thinking more contemporary, but
Right,
you know,
Kendrick Lamar.
you get stuck just
Rachmaninoff.
Right.
you get stuck spending way too much time on really tiny details, and
Yeah.
I think that was kind of our. It wasn't a downfall. I mean, I love how the record turned out, but it was very refined.
For me,
by
it was
the end.
unique because I've played in other bands and.
Really? With who?
No, with you actually.
Oh, hey,
yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, remember when we
with
lived
whom?
together?
Yeah, and we wrote
Songs.
songs.
You're right, with whom? You're right. I'm so sorry. Hey, guys,
Wait.
can
Let
we
him
take a
finish that.
second and just
Wait,
say
wait.
with whom? You know what I mean?
Wait, let him finish what he was talking about, because we're going to talk about when you two lived with each other. I think it's time to tell the best story ever. So we'll just hold
Okay,
on.
you're right,
we'll get
you're
on to
right.
that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see what you have to say, but I'm also really nervous about it.
But real quick, what I enjoy about this is that we have played these songs for so long that we've actually like gotten to know them and had rises and falls in our relationship. In my personal opinion, with these songs, so we can really pull it out. In my opinion.
Do you think if things go bad with the songs, you can still be friends?
That's
Possibly.
You're going to say it, but
For sure.
in
Do I
6
mean
months, is it really going to happen?
You gotta
You're
work.
going to see those songs with other musicians.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
God.
be weird.
I will say, so I went to the listening party that you guys had at Solstice and listened to the record. It was great. It sounds like you guys live. It sounds really fucking lush. And the new single is up. What's it called?
Serial Killer.
Serial Killer.
Fuck, let's hear it.
Hey, let's take a listen.
Gary!
So I can see
Oh, fucking lush. Did I say fucking lush?
Hey, Gary, do you want to grab me another beer?
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Wait, so how did you end up having a listening party at Solstice? And I was gonna go, but then I think I had something else I had to do. I think it'll work.
No.
So wait, how'd you end up having? For our listeners, Solstice is, let me say this: when Solstice first opened, I talked shit about it.
Oh, me too. I was like, fuck that place.
I said,
Really?
I said it looks like a place that Microsoft people go on Tinder dates.
That's
But you know what? I've since gone and I really enjoy it. I've gone several times. I enjoy the coffee. It's a nice atmosphere, and I don't regret making fun of it because I thought that's pretty funny. But I think it's a very nice place.
I live 2 blocks from it, and that's my go-to coffee shop.
Stalkers.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like any
Information.
any business, the building doesn't make it; it's the people.
Yeah, and the people,
that's the people
are fucking
there, so,
great there.
yeah.
I've sort of gotten to know them.
They're so
They
sweet.
know that every time I walk in, I get the same thing, and the food is good. I like that place.
The bathroom's weird, like, cause like the door.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Like you
bathroom's
go
good.
in and then the door, you're like, oh shit! And, like it's like hard to like be. It's hard to.
Have
Well,
you
you're
ever
a
gone
big
in the
man. You're a big
disabled
man.
one? There's one on like the very far right that's for
Oh.
disabled people.
Yeah.
It's really comfy.
Yeah. All right.
He's in there with a laptop watching
All right.
Solaris.
All right, George Costanza.
We brought 3 pillows. It was great.
But so wait, so how did you end up having a listening party at this cafe?
I don't know. I live a couple blocks away from Solstice, and over time, gotten to know a lot of the people there. Shouts out to Sarah. Shouts out to Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the people that work there have been to our shows. I mean, just really awesome, genuine people that when you get to talking to them, they're actually interested in what you're doing and being a part of the community. So we just asked, and they said, sure, yeah, we liked your band. And that was kind of the end of it. And
Did
it
they
was
say,
all-
sure, yeah, we like your band?
And that's the end of it. They turned around and walked away. They pushed you out. They closed the door.
They were like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we'll take care of it from here.
So was anyone there like working on the laptop, and then you started playing the record, and they closed, and they just like walked out? Like, were there any walkouts?
I think there was a couple. I remember when I was walking to the bathroom, I saw some guy with his hands over his ears while he was like reading
No,
his poetry
no
or
way.
whatever he's doing, and I thought it was great.
But the thing is, he does that all the time.
Yeah, for sure. He just
Yeah. I hate other people.
Did anyone like pull out a Bible and be like, "This is the devil's music"?
I'm just talking about holding hands.
Oh man,
hands are made for holding.
I know who wants to hold your hands. The devil. Oh man.
That's such a
God.
good movie.
If hey
messed up the
listeners,
lineup.
if you haven't watched Walk Hard, fuck you.
It's definitely
I'm not even gonna tell you to watch it. I'm just gonna say fuck you.
It's our podcast's favorite movie. I
It's
think
one of
Danny
the-
and I have watched it together at least 3 times.
I am
Yeah,
so in
it's-
love with this
it's-
podcast
it's,
now.
It's
man.
one of the all-time best comedies ever made.
So-
So at Solstice, you're having. So when the listening part, when the record ended, did anyone yell for an encore?
Actually, they played it twice.
We played it twice because we were advised to do so by my roommate, who showed up late, and he wanted to hear the rest of the songs.
That made it sound like a lawyer
Yeah.
bent down and whispered into your ear. I advise you to play it.
Well, no, they were looking
advise you
at they were
because
looking
I
at
was
data.
Yeah.
No, I think actually my roommate Jeff, he said something along the lines of, "Well, I've been to listening parties before, and they always play the record more than once." And he was very affirmative about it, and he was very.
I was glad
It
you
was
did.
it was very convincing, so
Yeah.
I took his advice on it.
About a month ago, I rewatched for the 100th time A Year and a Half in the Life of Metallica, which is the stupidest movie.
Some Kind of Monster?
No, that's the second. No,
Oh.
There's
That's the
two.
sequel.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
oh.
two, yeah.
Weird.
Some Kind of Monster, funnier than Walk Hard.
Oh. Yeah,
But
kind
it's
of, in a
non-comedy
different
ever.
way.
But
yeah.
Metallica had a listening party at Madison Square Garden for the Black Album. Yeah.
Oh,
It
no.
was
should have
free.
just fucking played.
It was free. Well, they even said it's funny because our record is playing here before we do.
That's great.
They've never played. Yeah.
That's the funniest thing. That's great.
That upsets me
insane.
on
Where,
different
where,
levels.
where is
It
the,
upsets
where
me
is the
and-
stupidest place in Seattle a band could have a listening party?
Benaroya Hall.
Well, no, that's not that stupid.
Needle exchange. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. Take that out.
We get...
East Precinct.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now we're just thinking about government buildings.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, across the street from the police station. That's actually really funny.
Or this, the Pioneer Square Union Gospel Mission.
Right.
Yeah.
This Sunoco on Pine and Broadway.
Yeah, that'd be
Actually,
great.
that would be kind of cool. Like,
That would
I
be
could
the
see
funniest
being,
thing.
Like a thing.
Like a boombox and the
Yeah.
security guard.
I think for us it would just
Do
be
not
Trinity.
take that idea.
So,
Nightclub.
Trinity nightclub. That would be the one.
18 and up nightclub, yeah.
Q
Yeah.
would be cool.
okay, what the fuck is Q? Because actually, some dude from out of town was in my record store today, and he was like, man, so you go to Q? Is it cool? And I didn't know what it was, and so I'm like, oh, I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know. What is Q?
It's
like-
it's a nightclub, but they actually have some really
Where
famous
is it
people
at?
that show up.
It's super
on,
central.
It's on
It's
Broadway
like
and Pike.
Broadway and Pike.
It's
yeah.
right. It's kitty corner from Therapy.
Yeah, it's across from Chipotle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can get your Chipotle.
Across from that QFC that's right there.
Man, I don't know.
I know. I
Can't
don't go.
picture it.
I've
You have
never
to
been.
wait in line to get in. It's super cool.
I go there again and again. It's better than
Have
Cats.
bright lights.
You gotta, you know how like at punk venues, they have this thing that's like Ask a Punk. For
Yeah.
Q, it's like Ask a Amazon employee.
Yeah, ask a shiny person.
Amazon.
Ask a woo girl. Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon.com.
Okay.
yell
Joseph,
woo.
that burp was really weird, and it smells really bad.
Yeah,
That might
I'm
be-
drinking carbonated water, and I wanted everyone to know what I thought of Q Nightclub.
I lived with Joe for like a year.
Let's hang on.
And there
we're
was
gonna
a
get
lot
to
of
that.
smells.
I think, but fuck you, fuck you. Hang on, we'll
Some
get to
good,
that.
some bad, some I desire to
What?
smell again.
So.
Smelling
Bef-
salts.
Let's let
Merso,
the.
so. Man,
damn it.
wait, you know what would be a killer bill? Merso pitted.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Merso pitted.
For the listener, I guess we haven't actually said.
No one's listening
what,
anymore.
What is the name of your fucking record, and when is it coming out?
I thought it was already out.
No.
Not quite.
I thought it was out the. Oh
We're
wait.
just-
Then
We're
how do
releasing
I
it.
have a copy?
The record's
'Cause we're
coming out
friendly.
on October 21st. It's called Red World.
You should play a release show for it on that night.
We are playing a release
What?
show. Yeah.
You know, it'd also be great if you played a free show at a fucking record store. Oh wait, you can't book anything.
We can't do that. Our drummer boy is he's a hardworking boy.
He's too hard.
I've never
the
emailed
most
one
annoying.
band so many times
Huh?
without having any results.
I haven't read them.
But he's not bitter.
No, of
I don't
course.
even know her.
We like to play hard to get.
Hard to get to play. Hard to get shows.
Yes.
We have a hard time getting shows.
Hard to get shows.
Where's your
What I'm
release
trying to
show
say.
happening?
Well, actually,
It's
I
at
don't-
the Black
Hard to
Lodge.
get shows. That's
Wait, who's playing the show?
Oh yeah, the Black Lodge, 21st.
Serial Hawk and Postmortem. Good
Postmortem,
buddies
yeah.
of ours.
Yoswa.
You guys have actually been really busy with shows this summer. Like
Wait,
you played
Yosua's new band? I
Yeah.
have not seen them.
They're great.
They're fantastic. Yeah.
They're
Postmortem?
they sound like
I only seen them once, but it was great.
like they sound kind of like the migraine you get after like a hard night's drinking. If you understand what I'm saying, like
In a
it's
good
it's
way.
in a very good way. Like it's just
brunch.
it's incredibly punishing raw like punk metal music.
What's the instrumentation like?
I believe it's like
It's like regular 4.
yeah, I think it's a regular 4-piece. They might have a singer.
Good.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. You might guys have to cut this. I'm gonna make me sound like a dumbass.
It's too late.
Too late.
I thought you had your own notes for you.
No, I was just curious. I can't stop touching stuff.
So I'm just curious. I can't stop touching stuff. Great. How come you
Gary just
How
locked
come you
the
hate-
door to the engineer booth.
How come you guys only play festivals?
That's a good question.
Because this summer you played you played the Good to Die, thing. What was that? Like the showcase, label showcase.
Yeah.
Then you played Capitol Hill Block Party, and then you just played Macefield Festival in Ballard.
Wait, so you played Capitol Hill Block Party?
We did.
We did.
Why?
It was fun.
I
Okay.
saw them. They were fucking great.
It was-
Same day as Steal Shit Do Drugs, Nail Polish
I
played.
work really close to there, and I live really close.
It was
to
one of
there.
the
It just
best
seemed easy.
Capitol Hill block parties I've ever been to.
It was
I had a
great.
great time.
I had a
loved
really
it.
good time.
Headwound City fucking killed it.
Headwound City actually played after us at one point, but not like right after us.
They
so-
played
All right,
two
take it
sets.
easy.
So you know.
They played after us at one point. I don't even know what that sentence
I
means.
know. Just want to let everybody know that we opened up for Washed Out, right?
Yeah. Zeppelin opened.
You know what's
for us.
funny is that I saw Washed Out at the laundromat, and they said, "Oh, you're interviewing Merso." They opened up for us.
Oh Jesus. Were they doing their washing or?
Was this at the Lather Daddy?
No, they were actually playing the Terminator 2 pinball machine that's at Lather Daddy.
Oh, that's great.
It has a great like ping pong ball gun that you shoot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
Yeah,
really fun.
yeah.
Interesting.
What's the next question?
Should we fucking talk about how Bone and I live together?
We can talk.
If you do, I'm gonna tell.
I think we should. I think now that we've gotten all the fucking bullshit out of the way, all the paperwork.
Were those good ones? Or was that,
Let's get to the stories.
Okay, so
part.
listeners, if you're still listening, which I don't know why you still are, I'm about to tell a story that I think has a fun payoff. So Joseph and Bone
Ew.
lived together in a one-room studio.
Nope, not true.
Not true.
They
We
lived
lived in a really nice 2-bedroom on 18th and Union. It was fucking great. It was
a
a
mansion compared to where I live in now.
Yeah, it was great. We had that awesome balcony with a view of Mount Rainier.
Sure.
I loved
And
it.
they wanted to have a party. And for
did have
some
a party.
reason, at this party, Joseph left his wallet
Oh, god damn it! I hate this story.
on the refrigerator, which I don't know why. When
It's a
you
weird
have,
thing to do.
It's
How
a
the
weird.
fuck do you even do that? Where'd you find the magnets?
No, it was up. No, it was up on the top. That's too funny. It was up on the top because I'll come home and I'll
silly.
put my shit anywhere.
This guy robbed Boeing for some like industrial fucking magnets.
I'll put my shit anywhere. I don't give a
Put
fuck.
it anywhere. It's my house.
So I wanted to play a joke on him. I don't.
Spoiler: I didn't find it very funny.
I don't have good handwriting at all, even for a guy. I know this is a gendered thing, but I think that women usually have better handwriting than guys. And I wanted to play a joke on Joseph, and so I was talking to a woman. I was like, "Will you do me a favor? Will you, on this piece of paper, write a phone number and say call me, and I'm going to put it in Joseph's wallet." And I said, "Just write any 7 numbers. It doesn't matter." But she actually wrote her phone number.
Oh, that's great.
And then wrote "call me" with like a heart, I think, or something.
Yes,
like
there was a heart.
Okay, there was a heart, and so folded it up, put it in Joseph's wallet. Then hanging out the rest of the party. This is my version of the story. Hanging out the rest of the party. Everyone's having fun. Oh,
It was a
I'm
great
gonna drink.
party.
I'm gonna
You
drink.
were there, Bo.
It was fun.
There's hors d'oeuvres.
We played dice.
We played dice.
Oh, dice. So much
And
fun.
then, so the next day, this is when I still had a landline, and I'm sitting at my computer. I'm looking out the window, and I'm typing away. I'm having fun on my computer. My phone rings, and I see the caller ID, and it's Joseph. And I say hello, and I hear "you fucking asshole," and then I hang up, and I put the phone down, and I go back to my computer. Then the phone rings again, and I'm like, "Hello." He's like, "Did you do this joke?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then it
like
unravels.
5 years ago too.
And then it unravels.
So, from my
amazing you remember
perspective, first of all, I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I was young, and frankly, I was like, I didn't know how to talk to women at all. I was very bad.
You were single and ready to mingle.
I was ready to mingle. Christian
Which is
mingle.
why he had a party.
Yeah.
He was ready to Christian mingle.
Yeah, I was ready to Christian
Which is weird
mingle.
because that was the invitation to the party. Come here and Christian mingle.
Yeah, single and ready to Christian mingle.
That was before Christian Mingle, which was amazing.
Have you seen the movie? Let's not get off track. Okay, so there's really a Christian Mingle movie. It's insane.
A
I
Walk
love
to
it.
Remember?
No, it's
Oh,
with
I
Lacey
love
Schmidt.
it.
Okay, hang on. So the next day, my friend Max and I, Max Merso, who basically lived at our apartment.
Max
for a while.
Ryan, interchangeable, don't think so.
Yes. We drove out to Duval, where we're from, and we got some barbecue. Ooh, the valley. And I opened up my wallet to pay for it, and out came this number.
Oh my
in
God.
obvious female handwriting with a heart. And I knew that there were women at my party last night that I only sort of knew. Like Danny had invited some people. And I was just like so excited and so nervous. And I thought it was so great. And I was like, oh man, nothing like this ever happens to me. This is fantastic. And then, by the way, you're listening to a Pacific Northwest music podcast. And I...
This isn't Loveline for
Yeah.
the record.
And Max was like...
After Judy.
Max was like, you have to call it. You have to fucking call the number. And so like half an hour later, I finally get up the guts to call the number. And it's our friend from the last night who I actually ended up, being friends with and even living with in Brooklyn years later. I
You
lived in
always got to
Brooklyn.
bring up that you lived in New York.
But so this is how we became friends is
conversation.
I called and I was like,
They always come back.
I was like, hello?
Yes, they do.
And I heard a female voice was like, hi. And then, I can't remember exactly what...
Well, they said they're like, who is this?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. They were like, who is this? And I was like, this is Joseph. I found your number in my wallet.
And then they started laughing.
Yeah, they started laughing, and I felt like a fucking asshole. That was horrible. I will never forget
Well,
that.
they said you immediately said, "Fuck Danny."
Yeah.
Said it a lot back then.
God. We need
That was a great show.
It's fantastic.
Everything fell into place perfectly.
we need to take a break.
You're a huge asshole.
We
but
need
I
to
love
take
it.
a break. We're going to go to commercial. I'm going to mend my heart.
We're gonna go into everything in its right place.
No. I like that. We're not playing Radiohead. We're going to get sued. We'll see you soon.
We were a radio station.
Purposes on accident. Yeah.
When was the last time you were scared out of your wits by a movie? Halloween, the motion picture about the most terrifying night of the year. Halloween, the night 3 teenage girls discover the real trick is to stay alive. Halloween, the night he came home. From Compass International Pictures, rated R.
All right. We are back from commercial.
Buy
Buy that product.
Spend all your money.
Yeah.
If someone let's just throw a hypothetical out there. Let's say Universal Studios buys the rights to Merso, Leather Daddy, and everything else. Who would play each of you in the film version of your life?
It's not
And who would play me and Joseph as we're interviewing?
Jamie Foxx.
Would play all four people?
Like a Eddie Murphy sort of thing.
I think you're thinking, yeah.
It's a Norbit shit.
That's a tough one.
I
'cause
take
forgot
it back.
about
I'm just
Norbit.
kidding.
That's a really tough one because all white people look the same.
I feel like Jesse Eisenberg could play Evan.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel Radcliffe playing Evan?
Yeah.
Maybe, sure. They have similar chins.
God, he's.
What
It's
about?
all the-
I think it would be Emil Hirsch for me,
Oh.
Oh,
For
that's
you.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
I can see
You
that.
can grow that hair.
Or
Willem Dafoe.
or John Frusciante.
Probably. Yeah. So he can wail on that guitar.
Can Flea play Taylor?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He was Donnie.
Donnie, yeah.
In the Wild Thorn Maze. We get it.
Yeah, it's great.
Can Flea play everybody? What?
So who would play you? What's going on?
I can't think of anyone. I don't know.
I think it should be.
No one's ever said, "Hey, you look like this person."
Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I think Joaquin Phoenix.
I've heard Glenn Beck.
That's
Glenn Beck.
weird, but I can see it.
Yeah.
That's weird, but I can
Yeah.
see it. And
Yeah.
he could use more money.
I would love to see
sure.
Glenn Beck holding a guitar, like in a movie, like pretending to be a.
I'd like to see Glenn Beck get hit by a car.
Whoa.
I'm not talking about like in the movie. I'm talking about like I would actually like to see. I would love it if
Yeah.
security cam footage got Glenn Beck getting hit by a car.
The assassination of Glenn Beck. Yeah.
Oh, but Taylor Carroll.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Taylor
Taylor
loves
Carroll's
Joaquin
a very handsome man, so we need to find a very
The thing is,
handsome
if
actor.
Joaquin Phoenix is in it, that might mean Paul Thomas Anderson will direct it, and then it'll be a fucking good.
That's
movie.
how we.
Yeah, then it'll be a good.
We don't
one.
want that.
Yeah.
That's how we meet Radiohead in this Berenstain Bears timeline.
This is your dream. Harrison Bear's dream.
So after the record comes out, back to business for a moment. Are you gonna go on tour?
Yeah, we're touring twice.
We have a couple tours coming up, yes.
Isn't it one long tour? Why is it two tours? Like what?
It's because they're two short tours, but we're gonna do
one long
we're gonna
one's
do the
two.
West Coast first, and then we're gonna head down into the West Coast again, and then move up through the Southwest.
Sounds like 3 tours to me.
Our last tour was a West Coast tour, so I figured just round it out.
The West
Best
Coast is
city,
tough.
worst city.
Best
Seattle?
city, worst city.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Are you talking about shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm talking about like municipal waste. No, yeah, I'm talking about like what
And
what-
corruption.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Water efficiency.
I'm really excited for Oakland. We're playing a house show at the Hole.
when
October 28th, I believe.
play a week earlier. I'll be there.
Oh well,
We will.
Okay, thanks.
we'll make a special exception.
you guys gonna go to Alcatraz when you're there?
No,
It's awesome.
I will. I would.
Fucking love it.
we
Yeah, I've
might.
been there twice. I'm gonna go a third time. October something.
I
my
try
only
and avoid
experience is
San Francisco entirely.
when we went on tour last time, we drove through San Francisco.
And it was a terrifying experience.
We drove through it. We did not stop.
You had a show booked. You're like, fuck it, we're not playing the show. We're just gonna keep driving.
We tried to.
Rent's too damn high.
We tried to park somewhere in the Mission and couldn't find parking, and so we just
And then
drove
someone
right
who
back
had Google
to.
Glasses looked at you, and you're like, "This is fuck it, we're gone."
Sure. Fucking
No,
Android's coming out.
we were like, hey, let's go hang out in San Francisco, and it was like we just did a driving tour of it, and then went right back to Oakland.
It was hilarious.
Because that's an easy city to drive through. So yeah, I can understand why you did that.
No.
Lots of hills, yeah.
Especially in a 2-ton van.
With
Yeah.
all of our fucking shit. This is back when we had.
Is that the official weight of the van?
No,
It was probably heavier than that.
Yeah, probably.
It was
Yeah.
a bit.
I was a little
Get
heavy.
your
too.
facts straight. You were you? Yeah.
A few minutes.
Yeah. So you're doing tours.
My only experience with Alcatraz is The Rock, the film.
Yeah. No.
That's the Chicago way.
That's from a different movie.
I know, but it's Sean Connery.
I just had
And
a.
everyone would know that by that impression. Because that was
I just had a conversation actually about how
alright.
they should do a Coffee and Cigarettes 2 where Sean Connery and Jack Nicholson are talking to
That's
each
not
other.
bad.
I would love that.
So I've been joking a lot about like Coffee and Cigarettes too. One that I want to do is Marky Smith from The Fall and Shane McGowan. Because they'd be like, I think it'd be really great. You get Nick Nolte, Gary
Subtitles.
Busey.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Kim Kardashian.
No, you know what? No, we're
and-
not. We're not doing that on this podcast.
You know, I used the white
No.
stripe scene from the first one in a school project on Nikola Tesla.
Nicole Tesla?
Nicole
Is that
Tesla.
Nicole Tesla, his sister. Yeah, it was a project on his sister.
Who
The
also
sister of
looked like
electricity.
David Bowie.
Yep, also looked like that. I cannot do what you. Wow, that was a terrible Tesla impression.
If you're still
have to
listening,
cut
if
that
you're
out.
still listening, email accentsonpurposepodcast@gmail.com and I'll
say
send you
accents
$1.
on purpose.
Yeah, accents on purpose. That was a terrible Tesla impression. I really like The Prestige, is all I'm saying. It's a great movie.
It's a fantastic film.
Yeah.
The hat's the beginning. I love that
Oh,
first scene.
God, it's so good.
It's so fucking cool.
It's just great. Love
Is
it.
that the one with Wolverine?
Yes.
Yes,
It is with
yes,
Wolverine.
yes, for sure.
It's Wolverine and
Can
Batman.
we
Where he
actually
murders
can we
Batman's
talk about
crazy.
X-Men because
No,
I would
no.
pl-
No.
Can we please?
No.
I hate X-Men.
No.
No, can we please?
No.
First
I
try,
mean,
right.
if you want to see how many times I can say no, I'm willing to do that. We're not talking
if
about
it's
X-Men
X-Men
action
no.
figure?
No.
What if it was
No,
a grand?
no. I don't know why you don't know what no means.
Merso,
No.
thank you so much for coming on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
Merso
This
needs
has
no.
been another edition of Accidents on Purpose. Check them out. Buy their record. Good
I
to
know
Die.
so many of our podcasts end up with us yelling about superhero
about
movies.
superhero movies?
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consider it
Another
a
week of
mirror.
Actions on Purpose. My name is Danny.
I'm Joseph.
Fuck you for listening.
Yeah. Wait, hey.
What?
Bye forever. That's my new sign.